I asked Elon, he takes this massive company and he left California. I just asked him this question yesterday. I said, when you left, because he's got a good thing in Texas, I said, when you left, did Newsom, I call him Newsom because I think it's a more accurate name, but did Gavin Newsom call and say, can we talk? I want to take you out to dinner. I want you to keep your company.
What did he say?
He said he never called.
Elon Musk bets big on Donald Trump. And now he is a great winner. The downside, however, is that his business empire, which includes SpaceX and Tesla, has been facing relentless retaliation from Democratic officials, most notably California Governor Gavin Newsom. So, as the new U.S. president, what big solutions will Donald Trump come up with to protect his closest confidant Elon Musk and hinder Newsom's progress? Find out everything in today's episode. We know that Elon Musk does not have a good relationship with California authorities. At the end of 2021, his electric car company, Tesla, officially moved its headquarters to Texas from California, partly due to disagreements with California Governor Gavin Newsom over pandemic restrictions and other policies. The shift was followed by the migration of the headquarters of SpaceX and X from California to Texas. This move just reflects a part of a series of long-term conflicts between the billionaire and California officials. In October, the California Coastal Commission added fuel to the fire with its foolish decision to reject more SpaceX rocket launches from the state coast. Their reasons appear to have nothing to do with spaceflight, but rather Elon Musk's political posts on X and their concerns about the billionaire's labor record at his companies. In fact, this is simply a political revenge on Donald Trump's most enthusiastic supporter. No single business leader did more to support former President Donald Trump's candidacy than Elon Musk. The CEO of both Tesla and SpaceX has donated nearly $119 million so far to a political action committee he set up to support Trump. He's appeared with Trump at rallies and hosted a fawning interview with him on X, his social media platform. This is a big bet, though it has put him in a political crossfire with Democratic officials. Tech billionaire Elon Musk and his business empire stand to reap huge rewards with Trump winning the presidency in November. SpaceX is now weighing a tender offer at roughly $350 billion valuation, up significantly from its previous $255 billion. It would also cement SpaceX's status as the most valuable private startup in the world. Bear in mind that the company was last valued at about $210 billion in a tender offer earlier this year. While SpaceX and Elon are celebrating their victories, Gavin Newsom, on the other hand, is in the hot seat for his failed management that led to the loss of Elon Musk and Tesla amid the California economic downturn. On the campaign trail, Mr. Trump also regularly bashed the Golden State as a failure under Democratic leadership as well. Governor Gavin Newsom is trying to kill our nation's beautiful California. One of the clearest evidence for that is California has faced significant challenges during Governor Gavin Newsom's administration, particularly highlighted by migration trends. For the first time since 1851, California experienced net negative migration in 2020, with a loss of approximately 211,000 residents. California's job creation record has also become dismal over nearly 2 years. Since January 2023, private sector employment in the state declined by over 46,000 workers. California's private sector job collapse is unprecedented, and with the state representing nearly 12% of the country's population, it is a drag on the nation's economy. According to the statistics in August, nearly all jobs that are being created in California are government jobs. Between January 2022 and June 2024, total California jobs grew by about 156,000, with government jobs accounting for 96.5% of that growth. Part of California's job weakness reflects the number of people and businesses leaving the state. Well, the largest automotive, aerospace, software, networking, and semiconductor companies are trying to leave. Tesla, SpaceX, Oracle, Cisco, and Intel. You might not know it, but the latter three have been paying consultants large sums to figure out how to move out of California and concluded they are stuck. Steve Jurvetson, co-founder of Future Ventures and DFJ, said, In particular, the simultaneous departure of SpaceX, Tesla, and X from California has had a major impact on the local economy. Those companies have contributed billions of dollars to the state's economy, and their relocation means a loss of tax revenue and economic activity. Over time, the cumulative effect of this shift could result in the loss of several $billion. To understand this better, let's dive into the contributions Elon's companies make to the site. First and foremost is SpaceX. As the pioneer of the new space, this rocket company has directly revived LA County aerospace. The aerospace industry was pioneered in LA County, with the first rockets set off in the Arroyo Seco near Caltech in the 1930s. The humble origins of the great things coming later, embracing the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, a first leader in rocket and satellite development, and later in interplanetary spacecraft, as well as the other pillar companies such as Douglas Aircraft, Lockheed, and Northrop. The massive defense spending cuts after the collapse of the Soviet Union devastated the industry, dropping employment in the county from about 130,000 in 1990 to less than half that a decade later. Based on the remaining heritages, SpaceX grew dramatically. Boeing and Lockheed moved their rocket production from California to Alabama. SpaceX took over an abandoned aerospace building in LA County and turned it into the highest volume rocket producer in the world. Elon Musk mentioned this in his October tweet. SpaceX is also a hotbed for startup ideas. Following their tenure at the company, many former employees have ventured into entrepreneurship, founding over 50 startups across various sectors, particularly in aerospace and technology, contributing to taking the glory days back. It makes sense because SpaceX's unique environment tends to encourage innovation, and risk-taking is also a hotbed for startup ideas. Some prominent startups founded or co-founded by former SpaceX employees include Relativity Space, Muon Space, and Impulse Space. Kevin Clouden, the Milken Institute's executive director of MI Finance, said, "SpaceX isn't unique, but it's the star," highlighting the ecosystem that has sprung up around it. The success of SpaceX has reinvigorated interest in the aerospace industry, previously seen as stagnant. The company's achievements have inspired a new generation of entrepreneurs who are leveraging their experience to tackle challenges in space, exploration, and technology. In SpaceX's environment, alumni often cite their experiences at SpaceX as formative, providing them with a high tolerance for risk and a strong community network that supports entrepreneurial endeavors. Alumni maintain strong connections with each other, often collaborating or providing support for new ventures. This network is crucial for sharing resources, knowledge, and opportunities within the startup landscape. Another Elon's company, which has a significant footprint in Cali as well, Tesla, transformed a derelict building that had been stripped of anything useful into the highest production car factory in the Americas. The mentioned car factory is the Tesla Fremont factory, an automobile manufacturing plant in Fremont, California, United States, operated by Tesla, Inc. The factory originally opened as General Motors Fremont Assembly in 1962, and then was operated by New United Motor Manufacturing, Inc., NUMMI, a joint venture of GM and Toyota from 1984. In 2009, the joint venture ended when GM entered bankruptcy, and 1 year later, Tesla bought the plant for the bargain price of $42 million for most of the site. And now the company has turned it into America's highest production car factory, with an output of nearly 560,000 vehicles and employed over 20,000 people as of 2023. Tesla says the factory has the capacity to produce up to 100,000 Model S and X vehicles and 550,000 Model 3 vehicles, 3 and Y vehicles annually. By contrast, Texas is blooming because many of Musk's companies are making investments here, especially SpaceX. The rocket company has invested more than $3 billion over the last few years, with just $1 billion in outlays in Texas this past year. SpaceX, according to a report about Hawthorne's finances, during the 2022-23 fiscal year, provides nearly 7,000 jobs, or about 16% of total employment, in the city. The second largest employer in the city, according to the report, was the Hawthorne School District, with 1,029 employees. The next is an Amazon fulfillment center in third place, with 606 employees. SpaceX has long been the largest employer in Hawthorne, at least dating back to the 2015 to 2016 fiscal year. Once SpaceX relocates its headquarters, including moving its entire facility and all employees to Texas, we are sure that number will grow dramatically. The conflict between California Governor and President Donald Trump has evolved significantly from Trump's first term to his second term. During Trump 1.0, Newsom's administration was marked by a reactive legal strategy, with California filing over 120 lawsuits against the Trump administration, addressing issues like immigration, environmental regulations, and health care. Most were successful. This period saw a relatively uncoordinated response as many lawsuits were initiated as reactions to specific Trump policies and executive orders. By contrast, in Trump's second term, Newsom's approach has become more proactive and organized. He has called for a special legislative session to secure $25 million for legal defenses against anticipated Trump policies, indicating a strategic preparation for potential legal battles. Talking about the upcoming period, Dr. Nolet, who keeps a database of state litigation against the federal government, said Democrats will have a tougher time in President Trump's second term. Trump has indicated plans to target specific California laws related to voter ID requirements, water management policies, vehicle emission standards, unauthorized immigrants, and gender-related issues in schools. He has also threatened to withhold disaster aid if Newsom does not comply with his demands regarding water management. This broadens the scope of potential conflict beyond previous issues. In a retaliatory move, Mr. Newsom said on November 25th that he planned to implement a $7,500 rebate for electric vehicle purchases in California, contingent on the potential repeal of the federal EV tax credit by Trump. However, this rebate would notably exclude Tesla vehicles, which has drawn significant backlash from Elon Musk and supporters of Tesla. Even though Tesla is the only company who manufactures their EVs in California, this is insane. Elon Musk reacts angrily to X. Newsom's proposal is seen as an effort to bolster California's EV market amidst economic challenges in the state. Critics argue that excluding Tesla could hinder local manufacturing and job creation, given Tesla's significant contribution to California's economy. And that just about wraps it up for today's episode. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you next time.